Every country is worth defending.
Great people died for this land, so I could walk free, you could walk free, people could walk freely.
I'm 51, brother. I left the playground a long time ago, and this is what I'm hearing. Oh, you're racist, you're this, and the anti-fascists are the new fascists, aren't they?
I would describe myself as a patriot. This is the country which has shaped me. I wasn't born here, but it has shaped me, and it has grown on me. I love this country.
I've just had enough, really. The state of the country is getting us down.
They're taking away our traditions. VE Day, St George's Day.
First of all, I wanted to see what it's like to attend, people coming together in defence of the sovereignty of this nation.
We want our country back! We want our country back!
We're in Portsmouth for a number of different reasons. Anywhere where there's a heavy NHS, British institution, university presence, we know it's all been captured and indoctrinated to a far-left agenda. And Antifa, so-called, attacked a number of elderly patriots who were simply observing at a Palestinian march recently. So we don't need a reason to go anywhere. We're taking our country back.
I'm here, I'm an English patriot, I go to all the marches. I'm not anti-Islam, I'm not anti any nation or race wanting to better themselves and come here and work the same as us. But I think we weren't asked. We've been voting to keep immigration out for months and years. We're not getting listened to. Slowly our culture's being eroded in front of us. If we stand up and have a voice, we get shot down. Look, even the dog's got the hump.
So the ones who come in with a trade to sell, come in and work hard and they have a trade. That's called logical immigration, and that's good. Then you've got the illegals coming across. Now, these aren't being smuggled in. That's a lie, because smugglers come by night. They come in the dark. These are being transported.
I believe that at the moment UKIP is the party which is the only one which is standing up for the country right now and its problems.
The deportation, I think the illegal immigrants should be sent back.
Deport them. I'm all for it.
How it is done is there a special task force set up. Their job is the rounding up of illegal immigrants, Islamists, migrants who are here to subvert our culture, unintegrated migrant communities. I know it's a nervous and anxious time, but when we implement this, no one is saying that it's a smooth transition. When law enforcement say do something, you do something. Let's hope that they acquiesce, because they're going home. You can't stop this. But yes, obviously the officers will be armed.
They make every other week, month, you see Muslims, all their traditions. Even the king had them in bloody, excuse me, Buckingham Palace. Giving them food, and we've got all our homeless out on the streets begging.
Well, I've just had major concern with the unfairness, how one religion has been favoured and is able to experience the religious liberties, and Christianity seems to be sort of stepped on.
You may not believe it to look at me much, but I am a Christian. I believe the biggest thing which we need to focus on is the disappearance of Christian culture, and more than that, of Christianity itself, which has built the country.
When you put Sharia law and you put them side by side next to the laws of Moses, the two contradict each other. They have Sharia courts now here, I think over 100 in the UK.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, mate. And you get all these people out here with their boards, they're all paid for, by the Soroses of the world, the people that want to cause the rucks and have division. I mean, it's divide and conquer, innit? We're not stupid.
Communism is where the government decides what's happening in the economy. Well, if all the corporations go to Davos, and if they're in Davos and they decide what the world's doing and the governments go out and do it, that's communism.
If you hire by stupid things like colour or, religion or whatever it is, you're going to get problems down the line.
If I go to Japan, I want to go to Japan. I want to see Japanese customs, Japanese people. I want to see them in the little bits running around.
If you make, this is more about Hollywood, but if you make good stories, diversity happens naturally.
And as far as I'm concerned, the corporate communists have gone out and decided the world is one global economy. We're going to put all the manufacturing in the cheap part of the world. We're going to have services based for us in the West. And if we've got a load of people who aren't working because they're too expensive, we'll keep them on benefits. We'll encourage them not to breed. We'll encourage the women not to have babies. We'll tell them they can be, they can go out and have a career and be men. But ask me, how many men do you know who have a career? We don't have a career, we have a job. Yeah, but they've convinced women they've got a career.
We need to prick the boil now, otherwise we'll just burst and ulcerate all over the place.
If the government fear the people, that's democracy. And if the people fear the government, that's tyranny.
Since the Second World War, we haven't seen or dealt with anything like this.
I suppose I was brought up a patriot. I spent the first 2.5 years of my life in and out of an air raid shelter. I can remember the VE party we had at the end of the war, when everybody was just so happy.
And I work as a stonemason. I'm currently working on a castle in Kent area. It's interesting stuff, but obviously one man can't fix a castle, I can't fix the country, so we need more of us to come out and do what we do. You ain't got a voice, just be the number. Just be that person stood next to someone with the voice.
Our shared identity is found in our sense of belonging. Our belonging is found in our faith. That is what binds us. That is where we find unity. That is where we get our strength from. The British people have forgotten who they are because they turned their back on God. Well, we're taking our country back, and it will be for His glory.
Amen.